Hey guys, this is Helly. Today I want to talk to you about how can you know if your twin flame is your twin flame or is it just a soulmate? Well, the difference between soulmate and twin flame is quite small, but usually the twin flame relationship is more intense. Okay, it has very special and unique orientation, and it's like the dream we have about this other half, this other person. Since we were kids and we knew that there is someone waiting for us, and we just know that it's going to be the perfect one, it's going to give us everything we need and to complete us. And it's basically a half of us, okay, a half of our soul. And sometimes we get to mix between twin flame and soulmates. Okay, soulmates are from our family and they also very familiar for us from the very first moment. And I believe, based on my experiment, is that there is a twin flame energy, okay, which can come into certain people in our life, and it can be accomplished by people we meet in certain times. And it's like, I think that our soul has few parts, and I'm not really sure the person I thought which is my twin flame is my twin flame, because in the perspective of few months I can see that he's not behaving the way I want him to behave. It's not really rolling. I mean, we got this amazing connection, but we're not sure that this is, I'm not sure this is twin flame. And I start to think maybe this is soulmate. And it's like, it's not flowing, okay? It has its own issues, this relationship, and it's very hard. And maybe it is a twin flame, but not meant to be in this lifetime or in this period of time, because I know I sort of got different perspective on things right now, and I just see that it's like it's not meant to be, okay? It was meant to be destiny meeting, and it was meant to be this crazy special connection, but it seems like it's not meant to be in this lifetime, because we're too different and there's too many differences and too many issues that will block us from being together. And recently I had some reading from astrologer, and she said that this is not my one. There's another one waiting for me in a few months. And once realizing that, I just could let go of him. And suddenly, because I really thought he was my twin flame, and it's like I put a lot of energy on him and on this relationship, and then someone comes and tell me, wait, no, but you misreading here the picture, okay? It's not the big picture, it's the small one. And it's like changed my perspective. And it's not like I stopped thinking about him. I didn't. I'm still thinking about him, but once someone else told me that this is not my twin flame, this is not the one I should be with, it was easier for me to let it go. And I think that if he really was my twin flame, I couldn't. And I learned about myself a lot from this process, from this meeting with this man, and I grew a lot most, and that's the part of soulmates and twin flames in our life. And maybe he is a twin flame, I don't know, I can never tell for sure. But once I had these words said to me, it was like, okay, I realized the lesson here. Now I can let him go because it's not working. And what I want to say here is, if you know you got some twin flame and it's not working, don't push it too hard. I mean, I spent a lot of energy during the past months to make it work, to make this relationship to happen. And we did meet a few times, and they've been amazing. But I realized that sitting here and waiting and waiting and waiting until we get the chance to meet against all odds, though it's crazy and it's fun, it's the most amazing time, whether he is my twin flame or not. It's not rational, it's not logical, and it's not something I wanna make in my life as a permanent thing, okay? Life is happening now. Life happens now, sorry. And I want to live them, and I don't want to do that alone. I mean, sitting and waiting while he's there and I'm here, it's like making myself live alone so much, and I don't want this loneliness. I want to have a relationship, I want to have a partner. So once I've been told that there's another man waiting for me and that I'm going to meet him within a few months, I just decided to let go of the thing, okay? And it's not like I told him, okay, we're not going to talk anymore and we're not going to be together anymore and we're not obligated. And if there will be a chance for us to meet, I will do that gladly. But I won't put a lot of effort and expectations over this relationship, because I know now that it can't work. It's not gonna work. I mean, it can work for a time, but long distance relationship from different countries and very busy lives and very big difference in cultures and language, and it won't be possible for both of us. So I think that if he was my twin flame, I couldn't let go of that easily. And I mean, I'll be glad to be with him, and I know it's going to be amazing, and he's probably a soulmate. But if he was a twin flame, I think that the things I have been told wouldn't have been acceptable, and maybe this is some of the reason that he can be less attached to this relationship. I mean, he wanna see me and he's enjoying time with me, but both of us are trying to be more realistic right now. So what I want to say here is, if you got twin flame and it's not working, or you think it's a twin flame, okay? And we had a lot of the signs of twin flames, and maybe he's not. Maybe he is. I don't know. I know that this man came into my life when I needed that the most. And I know he made me make a huge growth inside myself. I know we will be friends forever and we got great harmony between us, but I also know that I want both of us to be happy. And if it's not working, guys, let it go, okay? Let the universe bring something better to you. And sometimes you can just take a pause, okay, from everything. And I got few comments from you in private, and you told me about your relationships and that they are sometimes getting too obsessive. And I know I've been in this obsession, and it's not something that you can live with for a long time, okay? Or it will destroy you. And what I learned from that is I don't think that twin flame relationship should be this obsessive. Okay, twin flame relationship should flow, should be amazing. It's like everything is working out. And this is my motto for life anyway. When things are not working out for you, they're just not right. When it's right, it's working. It's the best way to know if you're in the right place in your life. So take this message and try to think about the one you think is your twin flame. I've spent a lot of time and energy in crying and aching and wanting him and longing for him and put my life on hold for so long. And right now I know maybe it was the right thing to do at that time because that's what I felt. But now I know I'm gonna wait for the right person to come. And if you're not sure about someone, if this relationship is gonna work or not, I highly recommend you to turn to some astrologer or which can tell you by your astrological map if this relationship has a future. Because once I knew that this relationship don't have a future and that he's in a different phase in his life than me, I could have let it go. And one of these people I know called Ivana Tarot. She has a channel here on YouTube. I'll add the link down here. And sometimes an astrologer and reader and psychic reader can just give you the direction to go. And I know there's a lot of astrologer that says that everything is good and great and amazing, and she's not. She just told me it straight away. She saw the whole picture and she told me, okay, honey, he's not for you. It's not the one you thought he is. He is very good relationship, but it's not the one for you, and there's a better one waiting for you. And sometimes it's just good to have another perspective. You can take it and you cannot, but at least I know that through horoscope and astrologic map, you can just see places in your life and see the future and to know if something is going to work or not. And I believe that also if you want to have a message from the universe, it will arrive, okay? Whether if it's through someone or some message or even this video, if you hear it now, you probably should hear it, and maybe you're not in the right relationship, and that's why you're hearing that, and you arrive especially to this one among thousands of videos. And so anyway, just try to check your perspective to things and to this whole twin flame issues, because I know it can be really hard. Wish you all the very best and take care, and please subscribe to my channel and see you soon. Bye bye.